So, hi, hello, welcome back to this channel. Obviously, I just posted a video this morning, but we've had some breaking news and I had to jump on to talk to you guys about it. Of course, if you guys are not familiar, NABJ, the National Association of Black Journalists, is doing the unthinkable. They've got the high blood pressure Hitler, the orange dictator, the coup creator coming to the National Association of Black Journalists Convention in Chicago tomorrow, which is July 31st. And just watching the fallout from this has been hilarious as someone who used to be a member of NABJ and someone who also has had his share of, say interesting experiences with people in NABJ. And that is why I am here to I alluded to this. If you guys follow me on Twitter, once again, it is not X, it is Twitter. I mentioned that I was going to share a story about a situation that happened with a fellow black journalist years and years ago, like probably before the pandemic. As much as I think it was before the pandemic. So this is during the time that we are dealing with the fallout from the murders of Trayvon Martin and Mike Brown, and I think Eric Garner also died around that time too. So tell you how long ago this was, and rest in peace to all those, and rest in peace to everyone we've lost because of police violence and people like George Zimmerman who want to be police officers and kill people. So that being said, I called George Zimmerman a murderer on Twitter, and this journalist who I knew before because when I started out in journalism, I was a part of a little group chat or whatever full of black journalists. Some I still keep in touch with, others I've lost contact with, others is what it is. That's what life is. You grow apart, distance, all of that good stuff. So this dude says you're not, and are you really just gonna go ahead and break the code of ethics to call a guy a murderer and all of that? And I'm like, yo, I'm on Twitter, man. I'm minding my business. You should mind yours. So I blocked him. I was like, I come online to relax and chill or say what's on my mind. And yes, as a journalist, you have to use your words carefully and professionalism. Yes, indeed, it does matter. So I'm not going to sit here and say that I don't recall the tenets of, ethics in the media that my professor, the legendary Dwayne Wickham, imparted upon me more than 20 years ago. So yes, but at the same time, this is a new day. We have to start calling the thing a thing. Zimmerman is a murderer. Trump is a Nazi fascist, and anyone who can't see that just doesn't want to see it. And that's what the foolishness. That's what's mind-boggling about what's going on with NABJ at this particular time. So after I blocked this dude, he follows me into my inbox on because of course he has my email address because he was part of that group chat, the same one that I was. And he sends me this long, simmering, searing, I guess he thought it was going to be hurtful email about, how you're a disgrace to everybody that knew you. You're a terrible journalist. We've watched you, piss away A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Do us all a favor, take your ball and go home. And now you're blocked. So he didn't even give me a chance to respond. Not that I was going to anyway, but I just found it very interesting that after I created a boundary, you felt the need to say what was on your mind after the fact. Something that you could have told me years ago while we were still, in reasonable contact. But you hadn't talked to me months and months and years before that. So before I called Zimmerman a murderer. So now that you want to try to uphold journalistic standards, you want to, call me out and say that I'm an embarrassment and that I need to take my ball and go home. Fortunately for me, and unfortunately for him, I did not take my ball and go home. I'm still working in a profession. As you all know, I work for HBCU Sports. I cover Black college sports. And I have had a long career freelancing and full-time as a journalist. So, no, I didn't take my ball and go home. And I'm glad I didn't. I mean, I sat with that email for like a day or two. And I deleted it. I wish I had kept it because I had the receipts and I would definitely put that bitch up on the screen right now. Okay. But it's long gone. And I just don't have any interest in trying to contact Google and say, yo, can you pull up this email from about 8 or 9 years ago from a certain M? Never mind. The name's not important. But overall, I just wanted to come on real quick, tell y'all that story. I mean, I'm going to try and chop this up to make it at least as Twitter and Instagram friendly as possible. But this is only about a 5-minute video. So if you can sit through 5 minutes, and just lit. You don't even have to watch me talk. As you can see, I have on a hoodie because we make fun of the kids that wear hoodies all the time now, but I'm at home and it's cold in my apartment because I left the air on super low after I went for my run. I'm still trying to get warm in here, so that's why I have a hoodie on. But yes, once again, just felt like telling y'all this story, and just to cap it up, is just NABJ has it's outlived its purpose. Honestly, I mean, yes, being a black journalist matters, having that community matters, but there was someone on Twitter, Aaron Foley, who said that it's starting to feel kind of like, Divine Nine-ish. And if you've ever been to a HBCU or a college campus where the Divine Nine exists, you know exactly what he's talking about. So just wanted to share that story, and maybe I'll do a longer video about the implications and the ramifications of 45 going to NABJ probably later on this week. So, but I just wanted to come on real quick and tell y'all that ridiculous story, and how it just reminded me of how it just reminded me of how a community that is allegedly supposed to be about community and helping black journalists hurts them more than it helps. Peace.